Right, this video is for the guards. So we're running kick right. This is our tempo set at the beginning of practice. Running kick right against an odd front. So we have a cage to the backside backer. Here we have a tag, double team. Okay, you face step back, you punch the hip. Okay, you really don't have a backside backer to work up to, so I'm okay with you stepping off here, but really this should be Charlie's guy that he's coming to, but Charlie doesn't have his eyes in his gap. Okay, Tommy, you step down. You need to be lower on the hip. Okay, you see that hands up on the shoulder, that's not good enough. You gotta be down on the hip. Okay, and you guys are working to the first backer inside. So once that guy disappears, Tommy, you should be looking here. Once this guy disappears, then you should be washing this whole thing down. Okay, it's the first play. Here we go. Now we run truck. Gonna run truck left. So we can pull here, and then we are running to go cut off this backer here. See Faye watching you, you pull out, get around the stuff, you get vertical right away. That's good. You look inside. Okay, looking to pick somebody up. Okay, Tommy, you don't need to worry about anything with this. You can just rip your shoulder in case someone has ripped this shoulder inside, just in case someone was trying to get hands on you, and then work vertical in your gap and go try to cut this guy off. Okay, you end up getting there, which is good. Now maintain that block as much as you can. Get in his way. Okay, we run sprint right. Um, so Tommy, I want you to step and punch this gap, your play side gap, and then turn back to help out with this. Okay. Charlie should be stepping to help you with this guy in this gap. Okay, Charlie doesn't help out with the guy in his play side gap here. That's not good. He needs to be helping out here on the sprint right, but we should be stepping to our play side gap so we can help out with this slant right here. Okay, punch. We need to be punching the play side gap and then we turn back for the backside gap. Sorry, Ife. Ife, that's good. Good job. Next play. We run counter to the right. Okay, Ife watching you. Make sure we stay tight, stay tight, stay tight. Good. You get out here, there's nothing to kick out because this guy crashes inside hard. So our receiver just washes him. Okay, so if that's the case, then yeah, you look up. And since it's counter, I understand why you're looking out to here. You're looking for the next guy to kick out. So I understand that. Okay. Um, and then it's our H that really should be trying to get here and then look inside to pick up garbage. Okay, he shouldn't be going out that way. He should be picking up this stuff so we can run off the butt. Okay, I understand with counter, you're just looking for the next guy to kick out. So I understand what you're doing there. I don't think I talked about Tommy. Okay, you shuffle down. I like your feet. You shuffle. The hip disappears. Then you can work up to your back or get on that play side shoulder and try to run your feet. Okay, here I think we make an off call. And then they did make an off call originally here, but he backed off. So then they turned the fan back on, which you can do if you have enough time. Okay. You can turn the fan back on if those guys step back way before the ball is snapped. That's okay. Uh, so Ife, it looks like you still stepped out to help because I think you were kind of thinking the same thing. Like, okay, he backed off. So do I still fan here? But Trent turned it off. So, uh, Tommy, that's where you're going out here. I like your leverage there. Tommy, that's a good job there. Um, with your blocking. Okay, drive him out, drive him out, drive him out. That's a pretty good job there. Okay, I like your inside leverage. Okay, I like your feet. I like your running them. That's good. Okay, Ife, you do a good job here coming out to this fan still and then working back inside when you realize Mosman stayed on. Okay, we run 50s again. Okay, looks like we got a two and, or sorry, a three and a one. So Ife work inside leverage, just like you do. You're hanging in there. It's good. So we slide to the one technique. Okay, so we're both here. That's good. That's good. Okay. Obviously on Friday or on Thursday, we're going to get a lot more active look here. We're not just going to stand there and do this. Okay. So we got to be ready to move our feet on Thursday. We're going to get a better look than that. Okay. So here we have a fan call. So we only have to worry about these guys right here. So we step out. So Ife, you don't have to bring a hand to that inside there. You can just worry about your the guy you're fanning to here. Against the odd front, the center has the zero nose to himself. Okay. And then Tommy, this is a great job here. You don't have a fan call because that guy's off, so you can work in to out. So you step in, you look out, you have your head on a swivel, you see that guy blitz late, so you get in front of it. Okay, that's a pretty good job. Okay, try to collapse that down even more. When you see him come, try to collapse down and try to drive him. Uh, try to drive him so we don't give up so much penetration and get in the quarterback's face. Okay, we make an off call on the left side here. Good job, Ife, shuffling down, getting in front of him. That's a nice job. Okay, we should have a fan call on this side, I believe. So, Tommy, if you have a fan call, go out to this guy on Thursday. These guys are going to be rushing a lot harder. Okay, so it's not going to look like this. So get out to your guy and block him. Okay, and it's not going to look like that on Thursday. So here we run boot naked. Okay, so we're running kick right. Since it's boot naked right, there's no puller, so we're all running kick. Okay, so we should have a cage to the backside backer. We should be down blocking here, down blocking here. Okay, and then just step into our gap. So Ife, we don't need to do like a little rocker step here. We can just down block this guy. Okay, just turn and down block. Okay, yep, Tommy, you would shuffle down like you normally would. Try to make it look like run. Okay, really step down hard. You can really run block this guy. Okay, but really fake that guy out. That's good. That's what we want to do on our boots. Okay, 50s. Should be a Larry call. So we're doubling here, working these two guys, and then blocking the three. It's good. Okay, Tommy, that's good. Just be ready for the guys on Thursday. Bring a lot more punch. Okay. 50 screen. Okay, Ife, I want you to Ife, I see what you're trying to do here because you know he's gonna set up kind of in this little pocket here. So Ife, I see what you're trying to do there. He really should have set up right there. Okay. Now let's check in real time your timing. 1,000, 1,000. Okay, it's decent. Unfortunately, and once again, this is not a realistic look. These guys are going to be hard rushing upfield. Ife, the one thing I would say about doing this is that you are giving him a direct run immediately to the quarterback. Okay, so um, I would prefer you to still step inside here and try to influence this guy up the field to the outside so you can run him out there, and then the A-back can adjust to where he needs to set up. I prefer you to step inside and still try to drive this guy out. These guys will be rushing a lot harder, okay? Obviously, if this guy slants inside, you can run him inside for 2 count and then go. But don't open this inside door right away because you are giving him a straight path to the quarterback who's under center. Okay? Still go inside and run that guy out for a 2 count. And then this A back will set up where he needs to set up. Okay, he's watching your guys' blocks. Okay, and Tommy, this is excellent. This is great. This is really, really good. Okay, and then you go. Okay, 50s, we slide call to the right here. Okay, so you two got those two guys, that backer and then down lineman. Okay, we got the 3 technique to ourselves. Okay, Xavier, that's a good job. Tommy, that's good. I don't know why we're fanning out here. We shouldn't be making a fan call against a forefront. Okay, he should be staying right here. If anything, he should have made an off call. So he should have made an off call so we can get our running back over there. Okay, here they line up in razor, so they're in a 3 front, so we make a double off call. So we're all inside. Okay, how'd we do? We did well. Okay. Our steps are good. We collapse the inside. Do what we're supposed to do. Okay. Dart draw. This is a good one to talk about here. Okay. So we run dart to the left, I believe. Yeah, we run dart to the left. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about our rules. So he's play side on backside. He blocks up. Play side on backside. We block down. Center's rule is backside. So he's got to block down. Your rule is backside. So we block down. Okay. And we pull up and through. This play should be really good for us. Okay. But Xavier, we have to get our head across and we have to down block and drive this guy down. This play was perfect, but we give up penetration. Okay. And then our quarterback gets sacked. Okay. I don't know what we're thinking here, but you have this guy by yourself. This is a down block. Okay. If there's a guy in your gap and we make a down call, we should be driving this guy down. Okay. Tommy, let's watch you. Tommy, that's a good job. Just keep running your feet. I want to see you drive that guy out. Drive him out. Okay, sprint right again. So Tommy, once again, I want to see you step and bring in a play side hand, and then you can turn back for this. Okay. I want you to help just in case we get any sort of slant into this B gap that you can help out with it, and then you can turn back and help. Okay, you're turning back too soon. Okay, you're not stepping play side and then retreating back. Xavier, that's good. Okay, Tommy, I want you to look more like Xavier, where you step to the play side and then you start to shuffle back. Okay, we run 50s here. Make a slide call. So we still make the slide call to the left here. So we're here, we're here, we're here, and then we're trying to pick up this guy inside and drive him. That's good, Xavier. You drive him flat. Okay, so if we get a slide call to the left here, Ife, you got this 3 to yourself. Okay, he's got him, and then we are blocking this guy with the right guard. Okay, trap. Our center doesn't block back. Okay, we're kicking out right here. We're kicking out the 4. We should be blocking down on the 1 on our own. Xavier, that's good. I wish you would have done that in that dart play. Okay, this is perfect how you're driving him there. I like to see your head a little bit more in front. on his number. Okay, but you got forward lean and you're driving. I'd like to see a little wider base as well. Okay, Ife, I don't know, we miscommunicated here. We should be kicking out the 4. I don't know if you heard the number. Okay, but we should be kicking out right here. That's the guy you should be kicking out. We should be inside that. Okay. I know we run reverse, but up front, I'm looking what we're doing up front. See if we're blocking it right. Okay, here we run trap. Okay, so we're running trap to the left. We should be trapping the 2. So we block down, kick the 2 right there. Unfortunately, our center goes the wrong way. Okay, so it's not there. Xavier, we should be blocking the 2 right here. Okay, I don't know if we're not calling out numbers, but we need to be calling out numbers of the guy that we're kicking. Okay, I think we run it again. Okay, this time it's a 1 and a 1, and then we're kicking out the 5. Okay, and then we're pulling. Tommy, you got to get your head on the inside. He's falling back into the play. We can't have that happen. Okay, get your head on the inside. Right now, you're getting vertical up into the gap, so then you can block that guy out. You're just too flat. You run at him, and now he's able to fall inside. You need to get up into the gap. Up into the gap. Get your head on the upfield shoulder because he's able to fall in. We can't have that happen. I've talked about that multiple times. Ife, everything's great here. Go 1, 2, you punch, you roll your hips, you drive. That's excellent. That's a great down block. Okay, this is textbook down block right here. Okay, sorry about the blurriness, guys. I wish this wasn't blurry so I could talk about it because this is a good play to talk about for Dart. Okay, when they got everyone and their mother up on the line of scrimmage. Okay. So here we're running Dart to the right, so we just talk about our rules. So play side on backside, play side on, we got a guy on. Okay, backside, so he should be blocking back here. Okay, backside on, we're blocking here. Okay, and then he's pulling. Um, and then he should be trying to wheel this 4 technique here. It's tough because there is going to be one guy that's unblocked here, and it's really going to be that nose. I don't know if this guy kind of snuck down into a 3 technique and that's why you're blocking back, but still we should be fine because the center should be blocking back. But Tommy, you block the right guy. All you got to do is take him where he wants to go. So if he wants to go out, then block him. Ife, you block back. You got to keep your leverage. Okay, can't let that guy get around you. That's really tough for Dart, having that many guys up on the line of scrimmage. Okay, here we run toss to the left. Once again, sorry that it's blurry. Okay, we should be gap on, working up here to that backer. Okay, backside guard. Rip it into our gap and then working up to the backside backer. Okay, good job here, both of you guys. We both get to the backer. That's awesome. Then we're off to the races. Okay, here we run power right. This is against an odd front, I believe. Yeah, against an odd front. So we got a cage to the backside backer, pulling around the tackle. Tommy, you're just too high. Your steps are good. You're just too high. You got to be down on the hip if we're going to get any sort of movement here. We're just way too high on that. Your backer flows over the top. Okay, he really doesn't come down at you. So you can stay on that double team. Like I said, we want to come off on this guy. Once we can reach him or he's within reach. I mean, if he's going to go that flat over the top, I mean, he's not really going to get to the. I mean, he's going to make a tackle 9 yards, and yeah, he's going to make a tackle 9 yards downfield. So we're just going to keep running that play until he attacks more downhill. And Ife watching you, you skip pull. Yeah, this is tough for Ife. So really, we should be right off the tackle and tight end inside this. Okay, I understand this is a really tight kick out. Okay, and it doesn't help that our Z is trying to block down on him. That's not good. Uh, but you should be right inside this kick out, right off of Braden's butt. Okay, you should be right in here where he's running the ball. Okay, and if you were there, you would be blocking that linebacker right there, and then we get some more yards. Okay. So Xavier, we don't skip pull on boot. Okay. We open pull to 5 o'clock and then we get 3 yards of depth and then we log the first thing outside the tackle. You're too flat here. Okay. And you're also still skipping. I want you to turn and run. Run your body that way. Okay. I told Trent this. We should be tagging this here because this is the guy we're trying to log. We should tag this. So you should be getting help with this guy. Okay. Okay. Here, I think I mistagged this. I think we're running kick to the left. Running kick to the left here. So we have a tag and then we have a cage. Okay, let's see how it looks. Xavier, I like your step. Try to throw that guy over into your gap. Okay, really try to, I should see you really trying to wheel this guy over, really try to get over and throw him over. Oh, you might not be doing that because this is the reverse. And if that's okay, that's fine. Okay, if you know this is where we're running the reverse and you stay on this side, that's okay. Okay, I guess I don't know what I'm seeing here while we're going this way. Maybe you thought that he was covering the center too much. That's why we didn't make a cage call. But to me, it looks like this could have been a cage. I could be wrong though. Okay, here we run power pass. Like I said, for boot. So sorry. So you would hear fake left boot right for boot. For pass, you would hear fake right pass right. So we're going to the fake. So we're faking counter or faking power to the right. But instead of logging the end man, we are now going to kick him out. So we're actually running counter up front. We are running counter up front. Okay, so we've got to block our gap here, block our gap here. We kick out. Okay, we have a double team here. So Ife, yep, you kick this guy out right there, and our quarterback should set up in the after he hands the ball off and then tries to throw. I heard Cook told him that he's going too far this way. Okay, which he is. Okay, here you should be down blocking this guy, Tommy, because you have him by yourself. Okay, it should be a down down. So get your head on the play side number and try to drive him down. I see that he's trying to cross your face. Just try to keep him there and don't lose your leverage. Yep, which is what you're trying to do. Okay, we got 50s. So we made a Ricky call. So we got a double to this guy. We're stepping inside. We're stepping inside. It looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, we're on truck to the right here. So Tommy, if you don't have anyone gap on, you could pull. Okay, this guy's on your backside shoulder. That's the center's guy, so you could pull here, and then we are rip releasing on the backside. So Tommy, it would have been better if we would have skip pulled there, I feel. Um, unless I mean, yeah, this guy's a 4. Yep. So you could pull there. Or he's a 5. So if you got a 1-5, you could pull on top on truck here. And then Ife, you rip inside, you get up to the backer, try to stay on him, try to get in front of him. Okay, here we run power to a 2. Okay, so we should be tagging this. He's blocking back. Skip pulling up through the hole. Ife, I love your steps here, man. That's great. You're underneath them, you're driving. Everything about that is beautiful. It's really nice. Okay, Xavier, we pull. Get up into the hole, look inside. Okay, linebacker flows, so you block him. Okay, run trap. Trap the first guy outside the guard, so we should be down in it, down in it. Kicking out the 4. Everything looks nice, but Ife, you said it. You were too flat. Okay, we got to get up into the line of scrimmage. Up into the line right now. I'm getting up into the line of scrimmage, attacking that inside shoulder. Okay, we're just too flat. Everything's moving here, and so he's able to fall in and make the play. Okay, once you get around everything, we got to get up into the line of scrimmage and then you them out. And we're not there. And I don't know if we're not calling out the number because it seems like we're just confused about the guy we're going to. And we got to get that ironed out. Ife, this is great. Kind of the same thing happened. The guy we're supposed to kick out is inside. Okay, you pulled up and then you block the guy out. That's great. Okay, yep, Xavier. So he makes a Ted call here. Um, because he's got a 4, so he's really got to block this guy by himself. Okay, you got that 2 by yourself. Okay, so it's just a base block trying to drive him away by yourself. Xavier, that's really good. That's exactly what that should look like there. Okay.